Hey, Jill.
Hey, how are you?
Good, good. What's new?
Oh, not too much. Just crazy busy still. I haven't recovered from the holidays yet.
Me neither. I'm a hot mess. You're lucky I'm on this call.
I know. Well, that's why I was like, oh my gosh, 8 o'clock. I have to
I know.
log in.
Well, normally I was waiting at 9, and then I had a couple requests from people that could I try an 8. I thought, well, I'll try an 8 and see which is better, and then let everybody vote, and we'll decide at 8 or 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
8 o'clock's a little rough for me because I'm still doing bedtime and baths sometimes.
Yeah, my husband's finishing up bedtime now. This like saved me. I'm like, woohoo! Oh, I have a training. You can put Canyon to bed.
Ah,
I'm like, yay!
well, that works then, right?
Yeah. I was like, my kids have been sick like off and on since November. I'm getting calls. I have to leave school, go pick them up, pink eye, throwing up. I'm like, oh, yes, the fevers. I'm like, I can't take it anymore.
Maybe you should be a stay-at-home mom and just do Pampered Chef.
Yeah, I know. I wish. Oh, gosh, my husband got a job though. That was exciting. He went back to school and he finished his degree and got a job. So, but he's working 9 to 5 now, and I'm used to having him home for the last year and a half.
Oh my gosh.
So now he's not getting home till almost 6 o'clock every night, and I have to do daycare drop off and pick up, and I'm just like exhausted.
I understand exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
I get the whole teaching part. I get the whole daycare pickups. My husband's night shift, but he sleeps all day. So
Yeah.
and then even now, like he's awake for a couple hours and I get home like 2 hours, then goes back to bed, and then it's like baths, bedtime, homework, dishes, cleaning up, cooking. I'm like,
yes.
joys of it, girls. All right. Well, we will get started because I want to make sure we get the full training in of what I have. I just got to grab all my papers here. So I'm going to start with recognition because even I'm going to record this. So no matter what, the playback that I'm going to post, that way everybody can see it online anyways later. So, I guess I probably should put these in order. Oh, geez. That's okay. Let me swap it out here a minute. Okay, so recognition-wise, I'm going to start with recognition, and I'll go into the PowerPoint slideshow I have with all the January training and whatnot. So I'll start with first off in sales, and now this is in no specific order. I'll just do the top 5 at the end, but Nikki had sales of $751.30 in December. She earned level 1 free for all, so woo, Nikki. Marcy Wolf had $430 in sales, so she was green for the month, so awesome. This person has to skip because they were top sellers. Justine had $497.80 in sales, so she was green for December. December's a tricky month because usually November is like the big hit of sales, and then December you're like trying to beg people to stay because everybody's so swamped. So I'm like, if people have sales in December, kudos, because that's awesome, you know? And then you always can plan ahead for the following year and go, oh my God, I got to make sure I double book so that way everybody cancels on me. I still have half my booking. That's what I learned. So Renee was at 170-145. Her goal was to be active, so good job, Renee. Samantha had 163.50, so she was active. Ashley just came back with us from a little hiatus, and she submitted 502, so good job, Ash. And that is it, because now I'm going to go into the top sellers for the month, so I'll start backwards. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Did I miss somebody? Hold on 1 second. 6, 5, 4. Oh, never mind. I'm good. Okay. So in 5th place with sales was Caitlin. She had 754.25. So she was 5th place in sales for the month. 4th place was Connie Smith. She had 763.75. 3rd place was Krista Strauss with $1,530.92. 2nd place is Jill.
Yay.
You did awesome. $1,619.25. And you
Yay,
earned
Jill.
1 and 2 free for all. So this is like that exciting time because this is going to be your first kit enhancement that's going to come through. So what's going to happen is at the mid-February, you're going to get a box of 25 catalogs. So it's going to update you for the new season. You may have to buy more after, but at least they start you off. And you get levels 1 and 2 from last month, which means you're going to start getting products for free. So you don't have to buy your products with Pampered Chef if you work hard and earn them. So you made commission. So apply some extra money for the holidays. Plus now you're going to have the new products to get out and sell. You're not going to have to spend the money to buy them. Now, if you promote to a director, then you're going to have the opportunity that you would get a director kit. So some of these products you would earn. Some of them you would get in the director kit, so you potentially can have double of everything as a director. So I would definitely start to work towards that director kit because that's the nice seated area for everybody. And then number 1 in sales was Miss Carrie, and Carrie blew it out of the water with $4,500.82. So Carrie earned all levels of free for all. So she's gonna have a lot of boxes shipping to her door mid-February. Super exciting! Yay, girls! Now the other fun thing too is as a director, ladies, because you two were top sellers. So definitely when you have top sales like this, then that's when you want to start to put the push on and start to ask people to join your team. And now is such an ideal time because the quick cooker, it's like, you want a quick cooker? Oh my God, you should totally just try the business, which we'll talk about. And then you hook them that way, get them to join. And then if they like it, they're going to stay. If they don't, help them qualify, help them make their money back. And then you're going to get some trip points out of it at least. They're going to get their quick cooker for free. It's a win-win across the boards for everybody. But I'll talk more about that. So kudos to all of you ladies. So great job. I did have some other people with sales, but remember, in order for sales, we need to have 150 in sales to be active. So that's how we get our recognition. The next bit of recognition I have is for end of the year for 2018 sales, what we ended the year with. So obviously this is going to be different for everybody depending on when you join, because obviously that's going to make or break, your timing. So just some recognition. So Marcy Wolf ended the year with $934.70. She just got started not long ago. Jill, you ended the year with $6,090.01. So in a little less than $9,000, you're going to get a pay raise. So when you hit $15,000 in career sales, you're going to get a necklace and a pay raise and start every month at 22% instead of 20%. And that 2% really does make a big difference in the end, trust me. Justine ended the year with over $6,000. She had $6,343.03. Renee ended with $5,618.07. Amy Green ended the year with $10,272.03. Nicole Mismer had $1,789.05. I just realized I think I missed. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Samantha ended with $323.20. Caitlin Donati was our number 5 in sales for the year. She had $12,109.65. So kudos, Miss Caitlin. Number 4 in sales for the year was Nikki. She had $13,853.60. 3 in sales was Krista Strauss. She had $15,081.16. Number 2 in sales was Connie Smith with $15,379.05. And taking it away with number 1 in sales, only starting a couple months ago, Miss Carrie with $18,474.90. So Carrie, you joined later than most of the people did, and you walked away. Oh, hi, pretty girl. Now I see your face.
Hi. Yes.
You walked away with #1 in sales for the team this year. So that is incredible with 18,000. Just so think about this. This is only a couple minutes in, so I wonder what your sales will be for #1 next year, right?
Right.
I don't know, but Jill might give you a run for your money.
Yes. Well, Jill and I spend a lot of time talking to each other and coaxing each other along. So yeah, I think yay.
Well, that's awesome, because then you two with accountability partners, then you two are going to rock it out. It's going to be a very competitive edge. Last year, we lost some of our girls on our team that I had last year, and it was very competitive at the end. And I think it was funny because I think in 2017, I think somebody bet the other one by like $1 or something. It was insane.
Oh my gosh.
So it was a lot of fun. So yeah, I would put the competition on between you two ladies, because it's going to be fun when we're all sitting on, in Disney having drinks. The kids are hanging out. We all have extra money in our pockets next year, and you're top sellers. So that's good. And of the company, once you start making sales and they see consistency, they're going to start reaching out to you to be in some different programs in the company. And then that's where you get some extra recognition. You get some extra goodies that they send you. So
Wow.
It's the one thing your day jobs would never give you, is the fact that they're going to recognize all your accomplishments all the time.
And I was looking at it just this week. I was trying to see what I needed to do to hit elite sales for my first year. And I have to average about $7,200 a month until the end of June, I think it is, or something like that, for me to hit elite sales.
You can do it.
Yeah, I got my work cut out for me.
No, you
January's
don't.
not gonna.
See, your numbers, girl. So what's going to happen is because you looked into your numbers, you're going to hold yourself accountable. So Jill, you're going to be a great accountability partner for her, but the two of you girls have the mentality. And when you have that drive in you, when you start watching those numbers, that's going to be so much drive for you that you're going to be so focused, like, I got to hit that number. I have to hit that number. It's going to drive you crazy. So I have no doubt, Carrie, you will hit the elite seller.
Yeah, well, I'll have to do some makeup work. For January, I'm sure, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, the end of January is going to be a big month, so it might help boost February and get me to where I would need to be. So,
I have no doubt. You can definitely do it. And then same with excellence. Don't forget, we have excellence until May we can earn. So that's 55,000 in sales. So you already have 18,000 in. So to hit 55,000 by the end of May, I think you'll be fine to hit that. And then you're going to get, for the first level of that is like you get gift cards. So you get, I think it's $350 in gift cards, a special usually event at conference in Chicago in the summer, a bunch of just recognition. Like it's really, you definitely want to hit excellence. It's a great place to be. And then the next level, that's usually one that's attainable, is recruiting 15 people and qualifying. So that's something that we can also work on, ladies, now coming into the new year, is helping you build your own teams. I'll support you with that, getting you your trip points that way. And then you can look at earning excellence even in that regard. We had till the end of May every year to do it. And I was determined 2 years ago to hit that level and get that and earn 2 categories. And I needed 9 people to qualify the last month of May. So I had 1 month and I had to get all them to sign. I needed 9 recruits and I started the month with nobody. 9 recruits and they all had to qualify, and I did it by the end, like the last day, and I got 2 levels in 2 categories that year. So it's one of those things that when you put your mind to it, even if it's the last minute, if you want it, you're going to do it. You know what I mean? So you have months to do this. So we just have to have a plan. So you girls are in good
shape. And my husband was somebody who already set a plan for me. He's like, oh, so you've done 18,000. So you did that in 6 months. You should be able to do 36,000 in 3 months. I'm like, oh, thanks. I appreciate the support.
I have to meet your husband in person. I really like his attitude.
Oh, yes. Well, let me tell you, when I came out to Pennsylvania for the Christmas parties, he asked me if there needed to be a speaker, like a motivational speaker. And he volunteered himself to show up and do a motivational speech for everybody. So
I love it. That is awesome. Okay, so I have a little bit more recognition, and I just want to highlight this. So career sales is when we usually get our pay raise at 15,000 in sales. So I just have 3 people to highlight right now this month, because Amy Green, put your hands together. Her career sales are at $37,409.71. So she's right under that 40,000 mark. So kudos to Miss Amy. And Caitlin, she is actually at $45,340.45 since she started selling Pampered Chef. And then Nikki is $700, not even, $699, well, $698 and like 60 some cents away. Nope, I have to do the math correctly, 57 cents. I got to do quick Common Core here. So she is literally at $14,301.43. So she's less than $700 away from hitting her $15,000 in career sales. So that's that big pay boost. So kudos for all of the recognition, ladies. And we are going to get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share our screen tonight. And I see Connie joined. So everybody wave to Connie. Connie joined in. Woo, Connie. All right. So give me a second because, of course, I haven't shared my screen lately. So now I'm like, wait, where is it at? Where do I share this thing at? Oh, my God. Really, where is the share screen? Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay, just kidding. I'm good. Cool. Give it a second here, ladies. Of course, my computer is always so awesome that when I want to use it, it always is like as slow as molasses. Drives me bonkers. Okay, so team meeting January 2019. So happy New Year to everybody. We are kicking off our new year, which means we're going to set some new goals for ourselves. And as a team, we're going to be looking to expand. And I have some new incentives coming your way, which I'll talk about in just a few minutes. So welcome, everybody. We did all of our recognition, but I just want to also highlight and congratulate Amy Green, got a recruit. So this is Judy Makovich. So she is one of our brand new ladies. I laughed because when I got the email, I was at work, and at the end of the day yesterday at school, I see Judy's name pop up. It says, well, first I saw you have a new team member, and I'm like, you? Who joined my team? So when I looked, it was under Amy, and it's Judy. And here, Judy and I go way back. I actually knew her since I was younger, so she's going to be another great asset to the team. She's also going to be another great accountability partner. She's peppy in her step. She loves to cook. She comes from a huge Italian family, and they just love on each other. So I guarantee you she's going to jump right on board with all of you ladies that are on tonight to rock it out for 2019. So give her a welcome and shout out tonight at some point online. So in December, our team had $21,360.19. I wanted to put it up, and I forgot to do it, but last year we had $21,260.30. So we were a little bit over this year from last year. So as long as we always move up, that's always my goal. Next year, my goal, though, is we are doubling this, girls. We're going to set the bar high, right? Right. Okay.
Right.
All right, so just some team updates. I'm going to continue with Tip Tuesdays. I'm going to try to aim for like 8:30ish, and we'll see, because I have people asking for 8 and people asking for 9, so I thought I would do the happy medium and do 8:30 in the middle. I usually, if something crazy is going on, like team-wise or something big that week, I may postpone it to another night. But as of right now, we're going to stick with Tip Tuesdays for the entire year. I'm going to try to set up on Zoom that we actually have all the calls set up, that it just repeats every Tuesday with the same link. I think that will be a little bit easier, so I'm hoping to do that as well. So that way you ladies would just be able to save the link and you have it every week then, and you don't have to worry about looking for it. I'm going to continue with home trainings for the first Wednesday of every month. Tonight, I only had 2 of the gals being able to make it. I thought, you know what, it's been so miserable. They were calling for snow squalls. And I thought, instead of making the girls drive out, I thought, well, we'll just jump on and do a training call online tonight just to get everybody acquainted and used to the new year, since I know I'm still dragging my little tushy around, and I still have Christmas stuff up, but shh, don't tell anybody. So I'll get there, okay? So doors will open at 5:45, training at 6:15, and I'm also going to do Zoom calls for this. So anybody not local, you ladies will be able to jump on the Zoom call I create for that each month, and then that way you could be involved and talk and communicate with us as we're doing it at my house. So it'll be a Tuesday and a Wednesday. The first week of the month will be twice that week. Every other week will just be once during the week. New incentives coming. So what I decided to do is, I was doing the Pampered Chef dollars, and they drove me nuts because I have to wait for them to come in the mail. So they're a real pain. So what I decided to do is I'm going to go back to gift cards. So usually what I do is, what I did the year before is we did Amazon gift cards because they were easy. I could go on, I could create the gift card, I could email it to you, boom, done. So top 3 in sales every month are going to start to earn gift cards from Amazon. And the tiers will go $20, $10, $5, depending on where sales fall. I will post all of that in the next day or two so that you could see, because I'm also going to do, like, if you hit certain sales every month, and even if you might not be in the top 3, you could still earn gift cards. So that way it's an incentive. So say 1 month, Jill rocks it out. She has 9,000 in sales that month. And then Connie has 9,000, and, Nikki has 9,000, and Carrie has 9,000, and Caitlin. And, so I want to reward all of you for working your business. And so I don't want to just limit gift cards. I want to make sure that I can offer you all incentives for sales. So I'm going to be posting the numbers so that way you gals can print that off and hold on to that for the year. I'm also going to do top 3 in recruiting. So as you start to build your team, once they qualify, you'll also get gift cards as well. I usually do Amazon. If somebody has a different preference, just private message me. Let me know if there's an easy one. Amazon just is the easiest because I go on, buy the gift cards, and it emails to the people. So if there's another company that you think that works good or everybody likes, just let me know. And then I'm also going to be doing Disney-themed incentives. So my goal this month, or this year for 2019, is to do Happy Meal. And the Happy Meal, I'm going to bring back, I know our postage went up a little bit, but I'm going to bring back Disney Happy Meal. So each month, if you are green for the month, then you'll be getting some little goodies in the mail that would be Disney themed. And I already have this month's, January Happy Meal that was from December. That will be going out in the mail this weekend. So stay tuned there. You're going to really like some of these things coming your way, ladies and gentlemen. I have to say gentlemen because we do have some gentlemen there. They're not on their call, but we don't have them on our team yet. So, which hopefully they'll start to join our calls too. We need some men, don't we, gals? Yes, we do. All right. And then moving right along. These are going to be the home office updates. So this is some of the information I got as a director. Obviously, we all know that the crinkle cutter is back, the salad bowl. This is great to take to your parties. Grab a head of lettuce at the store and just take it with you to the parties. Even if you're not using it, you could always, bring a bottle of salad dressing and have everybody try it. I don't know, it's lettuce. But the idea is obviously show them the purpose of the tool. And what I would even do is if somebody does not purchase it at the end of the sale, go on and say, I just wanted to remind you, that we have that brand new salad collapsible bowl, or not collapsible, but the salad bowl. I wanted to also see if you wanted to add this to your order. I know you were looking at it, you liked it, so you could kind of add it in as like the extra at the end of the sale. Or you could do the paring knives, which are also for our Feed America. So you would benefit either direction. Obviously, the salad bowls are more money, so you would have higher commission. But it's something just to bring up. It's almost like you're kind of upsell something at the end of the party. So when they're checking out, it might be something that they forgot about. So it's a good add-on later on, especially because this time of year, everybody's trying to eat healthy. There's also a new party pack on Consultants Corner. It's called New Year, Better You. So obviously, everybody's in this healthy eating kick right now. So what I recommend is get those quick cookers out. Cook as many healthy meals as you can online using your quick cookers, because number one, the quick cooker is going to sell those. It's going to intrigue people to want them. So if they didn't get an Instant Pot or a pressure cooker for Christmas, this is your opportunity. I have people that own Instant Pots and pressure cookers that are still buying our quick cooker. So you can't just assume that they don't want them just because some people want more than one. Or maybe they like ours better and they're going to give theirs away to somebody else. Maybe to a child, maybe a younger, not younger kid, but maybe they're an older person. They're going to give it to their adult child, things like that they're just going to pass on if they like ours better. The other thing is that recruiting this month, they get a free one if they qualify. I mean, nail this on the head. I wouldn't even ask for bookings this month. I would do, which you'll see me posting. I'm going to ask who's interested in a quick cooker. You'll notice the other day I asked who got one for Christmas. And what I did was I sent everybody recipes. And that was it. And I kind of left it at that because I wanted to leave the door open, because now I'm going to post about who still wants one, and then kind of look at that because to see, and then I'm going to be actually asking them and messaging them not to have a booking, but to let them know that they could join the business, make some extra money, pay off their Christmas debts, get their quick cooker for free, and then I'll tell them, if this isn't for you, after you do all of that, you could leave. It's up to you. So you're giving them the out. What usually will typically happen is people get a taste of Pampered Chef, they like it, and then they end up staying. So our goal is obviously to get people things that they want, which is the quick cooker, but it's also going to help you because then you're going to have an opportunity. you're going to get a team member, you have them qualify, that's 3,000 points towards your trips. So January alone is a major month to work on building recruiting. One of the big things that I always used to tell everybody before is make a list of 15 people that you think would be great at the business, are probably in debt, could use the business, somebody that you would really love to work with. Make a list of people that could benefit from Pampered Chef and need Pampered Chef in their lives as a business. Then what you do is you reach out to them and ask them if you could just practice talking about the business to them because this is new for you. A lot of times when you start to practice your recruiting spiel and offering the business opportunity, out of those 15 people that you try it on, some of those people may end up being intrigued and end up joining your team. So you can do it as a trial run, get your wording down pat, but then in the end, who knows, you might end up getting yourself some team members too. And there is different recruiting videos and training on the Consultants Corner. If you go ahead on there, or not Consultants Corner, I mean just on our regular PC. No, on Consultants Corner, I'm right. Go into the training modes. There are recruiting training information there too. The other thing is now for booking parties. So my approach this year is going to completely be ask them to join my team. And once they say no to me for that, which hopefully they won't, but if they do, I'm going to go into the bookings talk. So this month, right now, if they don't want to join your team, but they still really want a quick hooker, well, now they can get it with double rewards for $114, which is marketing value out with all other companies. They're going for about $100, the Instant Pots, the pressure cookers. So the $114, if they pay that out of pocket, they're still going to be able to possibly hit the double rewards. So it's a win-win for them because when they go to Walmart to buy an Instant Pot, which is what you want to let people know, they're going to spend their $100. But then what are they getting in return? Nobody's going to teach them how to use it. Nobody's going to give them more than probably a 30-day guarantee on their product. Nobody's going to guide them and give them recipes. But with our quick cooker, we give personal customer service. We can teach them how to use it. They're going to get their guide with them. They have a 1-year warranty on it. Plus, for having a party, they're going to get all their other products. So it's a win-win. So even going live and letting people know this is a good thing. And I posted the other day on there the differences between our quick cooker and the Instant Pots if you go back to the images. So that's a great comparison to help guide you also. And then again, of course, they have the 3 ways to be successful for this month. We know it's the end or the beginning of the year. Everybody ended the year broke because of the holidays. You will see people start to recoup that towards the 3rd week of January. So your 3rd and 4th week, you want to really nail it with the selling. So that's when I would do as many parties as you can. And keep in mind, a virtual party, you could book a party today and start it an hour later. So there's really no set guidelines with virtual parties. You could run them as soon as possible. So something to keep in mind. All right, so booking tips. So of course, obviously, I just talked about, we had the double product value, the early bird special, which is not obviously helping you too much unless you get a party tonight and they have all these awesome sales and then you submit it tomorrow night by midnight. Then you will have your, the snack bar maker. But I know other girls on the team, I think Carrie's one, we are, like most of us are just doing that. If they have a certain amount dollar value in sales, I'll give them the stupid snack bar maker anyways, So like if I have somebody that's kind of like wishy-washy, I'm telling them $700 in sales. If I have a rock star, I'm like, oh, well, when you hit $1,000 in sales, you're going to get the snack bar maker for free anyways. So I end up plugging it in. I pay a couple bucks for it. But in the end, it's $1,000 party. So it's worth it for me to give them that as their extra incentive as well. The other thing I always do is when it's double rewards, I kind of dangle a carrot in front of people. I'm like, oh my God, you are at $650 in sales. So you're getting $430 in free stuff or $230, whatever it is. I'll say, but you're only, if you go up this much more, you're going to get another $50. So I kind of keep enticing them. And I'll say, you might want to post it on your page that you're this far away from the next level. And a lot of times they end up getting a lot more, especially for double free money months, because they want to really work towards the highest level. So don't be afraid to dangle the carrot and push them to get the next level, even no matter what, even if they hit the 650, keep trying to get them to go a little bit higher. And then obviously the quick cooker, anybody that wants, if they don't want to join your team, like we said, it's a great time for that. And then doing just healthy resolution parties. Another great party theme right now is freezer meal workshops. People are busy. Life is busy for everybody. Take a day, prep your own meals, buy the groceries, do a freezer meal where everybody comes, you give them a grocery list, you all prep your meals together. They're going to use all your tools. They're going to get their hands on the tools, and then they're going to leave with their meal. So it's like a girls' day, dinner prep, fun party all in one shot. And then they'll probably buy something, or if they don't buy, a lot of times I used freezer meals in the past for more so my bookings because they got their hands on the tools. Now they want it. So that's a great time of year to do that. The other thing is people cannot stand having their kids cooped up indoors this time of year. Kid cooking classes, mommy and me classes. One of my new themes I'm going to roll out is mommy's timeout parties. So then that way no kids are allowed, no husbands are allowed, and daddy's timeout parties. So, just come up with fun things. It could even be something that you did before, like a wine, cheese, and chocolate, and now change your home party themes to a wine tasting party. Sometimes when we just change the wording a bit, people think it's new and then it becomes enticing. Starting January off strong. This is the girl in black. She's my little cutie friend. This is Jess. If you go on trips, she always ends up on the trips too. She's a little cutie patooties. But anyways, again, this is just talking a little bit more about our new year. So I'm going to keep moving along. Selling tools and tips. So obviously we know that every month that the guest can spend $75 and get something free. What I used to do is I used to buy a ton of cheap stuff off the outlet store, and I used to do what's called a $100 bag. Now this is more geared towards home parties because you're not going to want to ship this. I mean, if you want to ship it because it's a small item, then that works. But what I used to tell them is that when they spend $100, they're going to get their freebie item, but then they get to pick for every 100 they spend, they get to pick an item out of my $100 bag. And all my items are exclusive because they're retired, because they're always on the outlet store. So I used to always say to my parties, like, well, if you spend $100, you get one item. If you spend $200, you get two items. If you spend $300, you'll get 3 items out of the bag. But if you spend $1,000 tonight, you're going to get to take the whole bag home, and I'll kiss you goodnight when you leave. Just something silly. But then when you're doing your virtual parties, if you wanted to even do something like that, you could always say, well, as a guest, if you spend $100, you're going to get this extra item. If you get $200, you're going to get this. Because so often people will be like, well, if I spend $150, do I get 2 free items? No, they don't. So what you could do is say, well, if you spend $100 or $75, you're going to get this. If you spend $150, you get this. If you spend $250. So you could always do that as an extra incentive. Now, of course, don't be like killing yourself money-wise, but little things like toaster tongs, people go nuts over toaster tongs. Those mini spatulas, they go crazy over. So if they're spending $250, throw them something, So just incentives to increase your party sales as you're going, especially for virtual ones as well. Knowing your products. Obviously, we have our salad bowl. I didn't even know what the heck the stupid name of it was 5 minutes ago. It's all good. Anybody can sell this stuff. But your crinkle cutter, your salad bowl, the key is knowing the products and knowing how to sell it. So being able to give them versatility is what I think is really the key in this. So you don't want to just give them, hey, this is our crinkle cutter. It has this type of blade on it. It's dishwasher safe. That's great and wonderful, but you want to focus on, well, what can you use it for? Because the more uses, the more people will buy it then. So you could cut carrots. You can make your crinkle cut French fries. You could do it for cheese so it looks fancy on a tray. Give them a bunch of different reasons on why they can use this. Or at a party, if you're doing a home show, have them tell you the ways that they could use it. They're going to give you ideas you probably didn't think of. Throw out some tickets, and before you know it, now you're leaving that party with all the ideas that they said, and you didn't have to even think of them. So it's just a way to put it back on them, get the engagement, get your guests involved. Again, virtual party, put a picture of it up, ask everybody what they would use it for. You're going to have a whole thread of different ideas. Next one. Maybe once my slide changes, if it changes. Maybe it's not going to change. It's probably going to go like 5 slides ahead now on me. Uh-oh. No, it didn't. Okay, good. I'm going to skip over that one. New products. So this is our free-for-all. Okay, so this is such an exciting year for you ladies that are just joining, because when the Pampered Chef FedEx truck, I call it that because I feel like that's all that they deliver to me, obviously. When they pull up at your door and like you come home from somewhere and all of a sudden you have 5 boxes stacked on your porch, you're like, oh my God, I didn't pay for any of this stuff. So those are times that you want to really post your pictures, put your apron on, hype up your business, pull up to the house, snap a picture. Oh my gosh, I just pulled in my house. Look at all the free stuff I earned just for working. I don't even have to buy this stuff. How many of you people are out there buying your kitchen products that cost a fortune? Thank God I joined Pampered Chef because I make money and I get my stuff for free. Those little tidbits are going to make it engaging. The other thing before I go into the spring free-for-all stuff, the other thing you can do is having your hosts post pictures when they receive their products and give you a shout out. So when people start to see them shouting out your name, this is what I always used to do, and I need to get in the back in the habit. I used to always tell my host, take a picture of everything you earn once it's out of the box, tag me in it, because then everybody's seeing all these tags of me and all the stuff these people get for free. And then before you know it, everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon and they're like, well, we have to book a party with Vanessa. Boy, look at all the stuff she gives away for free. Vanessa's so fun. Home parties. I finally started doing this. I kicked off the year again. I took parties with my hosts. I took pictures with my hosts. I took pictures of all the guests. I took pictures of the foods that they're making. So I make it look fun and engaging, because then that means people are going to want that same atmosphere. They're going to want to jump on board. They want to do those same things. So those pictures really go a long way. So anyways, so level 1 free for all, you would get a $52.50 item. Level 2, that $1,500. Now look at the difference. When you work your business and you hit $1,500 in sales, you're making a much higher commission. But on top of that, I mean, you're making almost $200 more. Obviously, that's like $190, but you're making how much more in free products? So that is huge. And then, of course, looking at $3,000 in sales, obviously you're making a ton of money, and then you're getting all the products, which is amazing too. I mentioned a little bit ago that as a director, I will have my kit about a week ahead of all of you. So I will see all the new products. I get to touch them. I get to play with them. I get to see them before I release them to you girls. And that's part of being a director, is so that you have the opportunity. So I get to play with them, so that when I train you on them, I already give you ideas. I can give you tips and support you in that. You're going to want to promote to director, because then you get that opportunity as well. So moving into recruiting. Now I mentioned already with our January special of new recruiting, one of the big things that I'm going to be creating, and I'll share it with everybody once I do, is to give people the layout of what they would get from becoming a consultant. So, it's great and wonderful. They're going to get, a free quick cooker, okay, when they hit their $12.50. But let them know they're also going to get $250 in money, in cash. They're going to make that in commission. Let them know, what the different things that they can earn. They're going to earn 3,000 points on a trip. So if their family wants to go to Disney. There are so many people out there right now that would just work just for a Disney trip. So post fun Disney graphics and see who's intrigued by those. They may be your people. So you have to kind of change it up a little bit on your post to see, well, who would work for Disney? Who would work just because they're in debt? Who would work for a quick cooker? So these are some ideas. This is the one thing I always neglect to do. Ask my host to join my team. Excuse me, of course, I'm talking all day long. So I always forget to ask my host, and I don't know why. For some reason, I just don't. So one of the things my goals are for this year is to always let my host know that they have a kit credit. So when they hit $300 in sales, they could use $25 in their free money towards the kit. Or they could, if when they hit $400 or higher, they have $50 to use. So making up a cute kit credit, bringing it to home shows, kit credit for virtual parties. Hey, Sally, did you know you get $50? Your party's already at $400. You could use $50 and get your kit for dollars. Plus, Sally, you would get a free quick cooker. You would get this. You would get this. And just making it more of a visual for the person, and making sure to invite your host. Because honestly, think about it. If you like Pampered Chef products and you've been buying them for years, you probably hosted for a while, or you at least were a good customer to somebody, but then you joined. So there's a reason why that we need to ask these hosts, because they're the ones that come back and they rebook with us. They're the ones that like our products, which means they would probably be great consultants to join you. Now, for every month you recruit, how does this benefit you? Okay. When I first started recruiting, I will tell you, I never called it recruiting. I absolutely hate that word. I feel like I'm a football coach or something, trying to get football players on my team. I don't know. I hate that word. And I did not recruit for a while, because I just felt as though I was bothering people. Even asking people about parties early on, I felt like I was bothering them. It was a whole mindset I had to change. When I got to go to conference the first year, when I saw what it did for people, and I even look back and like, wow, look what it did for my life, is when I started to change my whole perspective of building a team. I first looked at it as though I'm going to bother these people. They don't want to join my business. Why would they join? Well, duh. We have 50,000 consultants countrywide. People want to join. You ladies join. We all join for different reasons. So it's really, it's an opportunity for us to offer somebody that could help them. And we don't know anybody's situation. and it's not our job to judge their situation. So, you know, it's important to ask everybody and let them know what the opportunity is. They may not join right away, but they may join later. How does this benefit you? When they join, number one is, I always tell everybody, you want to start by supporting them. I'll be your director, I'll be their director, but when you promote to director, then you're their director. So you want to get in the mindset when somebody joins your team that you support them right away. And one of the best advice I got from Grace is that whether you have one person on your team or you have 1,000 people on your team, you need to do things that are going to fit your life, or no matter how many team members. So that's why I like Tip Tuesdays nice, doing our Zoom calls, because anybody that wants on our team can join. Does everybody join? Obviously, you can see, no, they don't. Look how many people are on our team, and we have 4 of us sitting here tonight. But many will probably go back on and watch the video because maybe this just didn't fit their schedule, which is, again, why this is a great opportunity instead of just doing home trainings to be able to do online trainings, because it opens it up that people can go back and watch playbacks. When you offer the business and you get them started, your goal is to help them hit their 1250 in 90 days. I try not to give them 90 days. I tell them they have 30 days, because the 30-day mark is really when they get their quick cooker for free. They got to hit that in 30 days. So if I have somebody intrigued to join and sign on, I will tell them, start thinking about, if I know people are definite, okay, go start asking people, get some bookings. So before we even officially submit their agreement, we have bookings lined up for them in 30 days. I have them add me to their shows. I'll do their beginning couple shows for them virtually as a guide. And then they have to work out the kinks to find their personality, but I'm there as a support. When they hit 1250 in sales, you're going to get 30 Pampered Chef dollars. So this is a great way for you to build up the supply. 30 Pampered Chef dollars could buy you more catalogs, or towards catalogs. It could go towards your conference fees. It could go towards products maybe that you didn't earn this time around and you want to buy. You could accrue them. They're unlimited. You could just keep accruing. So if you add a ton of team members, you're going to get a ton of these Pampered Chef dollars. The other thing is that you're going to earn 3,000 points when they qualify. So 3,000 points from one person hitting 1250 in sales in 90 days, or $3,000 in sales. Do you want to work smarter, or do you want to work harder? Because this is the mindset. I kept going, oh my God, I had to just do $3,000 in sales by myself, you know. No, it's a team effort. You're helping them. They're going to get their quick hooker. They're going to get $250 cash. You're not making cash. So you're going to get the override on them. But let's face it, the overrides are tiny until you have a big team. But your trip points is really what you're working towards, and then helping them, and then you're going to earn your trips. If you develop people below you and they become directors, you're going to get 6,000 points from them. Now, if they lose their directorship, you lose that 6,000. So you have all year to accrue. If they earn 3,000 when they qualify, once they hit that 3,000 for you, or I mean the incentive points, they hit their 1250 and they earn it, you do not lose 3,000 points at all. Like, that stays there for the whole year, no matter if they stay or leave. The developing directors, that's what you would lose. So I'd say this is the year to try it. Offer the business. You never know. Look at Jill. Jill, I sent a message to you. I'm like, you should really try the business. She's like, okay. I think you were probably one of the easiest people ever join our team. And look at you rocking it. Has the business hurt you at all in any way, shape, or form? No. So you're only going to climb from here. So that's why I say she has a business. It's not hurting anybody. And then, of course, the rewards for consultants. This month, obviously, we know our sales rewards. There it goes. Our sales, you obviously can get that, the 3 levels that you could get for the free-for-all. Obviously, every month that changes. So each month, I always say, no matter what, don't just have a goal ever to be active and be green. You're setting the bar low for yourself, so you're standing in your own way of success. What you should always do is at least set the goal that you're always going to earn the sales incentive from the company, because then you're stocking yourself with either Pampered Chef dollars or free products, and you're sitting at a prettier level than just sitting low. If you only have 1 or 2 parties a month, you're working way harder than most people. Having 8 and 10 shows actually puts you at a good cushion seat, and you're going to actually work less than probably the people that have 1 or 2 shows, because they're working hard every month now to refill their calendar for the following month. Whereas if you hit 8 or 10 shows, you do your Cinshare, you do some type of Facebook scheduler, you're sitting pretty, because 8 to 10 shows and you aim to get 2 bookings at every show, you might have 16 or 20 bookings for the next 2 or 3 months going out. So that's why you want to work smarter, not harder with some of these things. Now, obviously, this is our earning period. We are 9 days into Disney, which means that you all have a ton of time to earn this trip. There's no excuses. Everybody should be sitting with 4 people paid for Disney next year, or 2 people and sitting in a spa with the extra incentives. So again, these are examples. It says build your team, you get the 3,000 points. When you sell your products, it's dollar for dollar. Developing directors, like I mentioned, was the 6,000. And then they also added, this is new. This, when I first started, we didn't have this. This only started last year. If you consistently submit $2,000 in sales every month, so January, February, March, you will get consistency points. So you'll automatically get 1,000 points. So they do that for every quarter, but you always have to hit the 2,000, which is definitely attainable because what your girls are doing in sales-wise, you just have to up your parties amounts a little bit. Either it work to increase your sales to constantly have $1,000 shows, have more shows on your calendar. So hitting the $2,000 in sales, I would say for most of you on here tonight, or all of you, make that your goal to hit 2,000 because then you're going to have the consistency points. So at the end of next year, you're going to have just 4,000 basically points just because you worked your business. So that will go towards your trip. So your trip would be down to 52,000 or 76,000, depending on what level you're working towards. And then excellence. So I mentioned this before. So in excellence years prior, when I first started, we used to get jewelry. We'd go to, it was Tiffany and Company. They would come, they would size us, they would give us stuff. What they did was we asked for more categories at different levels. So what's really nice is now we have a website that we get a link to. So when you earn excellence, which is $55,000 in sales, when you earn excellence, you will get a gift card. And you could go in and pick. You could pick 5 gift cards, whatever you want. Like we bought a trailer with our gift card from Home Depot last year. So you could go in, you could pick gift cards to go skydiving. You could pick a bunch of gift cards and save them for Christmas so that way you don't have to buy Christmas presents for people. So whichever it is. So that would be, right now you're in like the halfway point because we only have till May. The Excellence Awards runs from June till May and trips go January to December. So you're new to the trip, but Excellence, you're about halfway. Again, you're all at a level you could achieve it. You have half a year to go. So depending on what you'd like to earn extra. And if you earn these categories, it's special recognition on stage. If you become top levels in any of these categories, you could get Circle of Honor. And I think they pick you up in a limo and take you places. Like it's pretty a big deal. And anybody can earn it. It's the regular plain Jane like all of us. They just work their business really hard that year. Looking ahead to February, so our next special is stoneware. We are January 9th. So I'm not going to lie to you. I will go up until February 14th. I don't even tell my host that it's a January special. I just say, oh, it's double free money. Because a lot of times people will want the double free money and they work towards higher sales. So I do double free money. But what I also will do now is you'll see me starting to cook on some stoneware coming up, going live and asking like, who loves stoneware, you know, because those are the people that I'm going to hit for the end of February sales to fill my end of the calendar to make sure I get them some stoneware bonuses because they're not getting one piece of stoneware, they're getting 2. And a really popular piece is the set. That's the entertaining trays, the bowls, the big bowl. When my last party, I used the big bowl. I think I sold 9 of them that night because everybody loved that you could go from prep to the oven to the table. It looks pretty. It's fancy. It's dishwasher safe. So that was a big seller for me. And it's a decent price product, you know. So using those items, going live, posting pictures of things like that, posting recipes with things on will intrigue people to want some of those items. And then you have your guest special, which are our trivets, the microwave grip sets. So those are what's coming. The promotion for consultants and for us, we don't know yet. That will be coming. And then keep the momentum going. And as they say, it's all about love. It's not just about love. You could do fondue parties. A great party would be a couples themed party, which would be a lot of fun. Or even running a couples cooking class that they would come. You can have wine, teach them how to pair certain foods with it. You could do a wine tasting party with a bunch of ladies. So it could be a wine, cheese, and chocolate. It's a great theme. A fondue party is awesome. You could theme up your virtual parties for those themes and still hit a lot of those top dollar products. We also have the Super Bowl. You could, if you wanted to, create a calendar for the Super Bowl. And you know how like you could do the different pools and that people would win the different things? That's something that's an idea people have done in the past. I don't have the mindset and energy to do that. But if anybody does, kudos to you and feel free to share that with me. I'd love that coming over my way. You know, but that each quarter people can buy the different blocks and then they can earn, you know, Pamperchef dollars or win something, gift cards or something, or products. The Grammys and Oscars. That you could do a theme at a show, like a Grammys night, that they come dressed for the Grammys. So it'd be like ladies' night out, which would be a lot of fun. One of the ones I do in the spring is Derby Day. They can all wear their Derby hats. So sometimes when you have the older ladies there, they get a rise out of that. My last party that I just did was the slippers, soups and slippers we did, and they had a blast with that. So having people bring things, and again, you could do your virtual parties theme that way. It's a slippers party. Everybody take pictures of your slippers. Everybody post a picture of your slippers tonight. Tonight's theme is soup, salads, and slippers. Theme up your virtuals and treat them just like home parties, because really they're one and the same. They're no different. And that is all she wrote. So I'm opening up for questions now. So it's open forum to share out, comment, ask questions, whatever. So everybody could talk, chat, share ideas, so anybody could jump in.
Vanessa.
Yeah.
So January's free-for-all, that's totally different from December's then, correct?
You got it. Yes.
Okay, I wasn't sure because the way it was worded when it came out about December and January almost seemed like it was like a run-on for the free product,
Yes. So I should have mentioned that. So yeah, they are completely separate products.
Okay.
So in the end, we're going to have, I have to look at the list from December, but like the top level in January was $400 in products you would get. So you figure if both months are $400, we're getting close to $1,000 in new product value, which you would obviously get for free, but people would pay for. So yeah, you definitely want to work towards the highest level, obviously, in this month too, because then they're different products.
Okay.
Anybody have any questions?
Jill?
I don't know. I'm
so
still
what
working.
should we bar for here, girls? Let's make a goal. Since you are the ladies on here tonight, we had 21,000 in team sales last month. What should be our big bold goal for our team this month?
For this month?
Yep, I'm writing it down because then I'll post it for everybody to see.
Well, then
We all play a part in it. So what should we aim?
What was our sales for last January?
Let me see if I printed that. Wow, Connie, way to stump me on that one.
Well, I'm thinking, is January usually higher or about the same as December?
I don't know. I'll pull it up. Actually, no, hold on. I'm going to go away for a minute. I'll be right back. Wait, let me stop sharing, and then I can see all your pretty faces anyways. I don't know. My computer's done. Let me go on my phone. I'll look it up. Let me see. I think we had, I don't actually know. Who am I saying? I can't remember. This is too many years of numbers now. I can't remember last year's. I should have looked that up. Good thinking, lady. Way to be the go-getter in the bunch there on that one.
Well, listen, I didn't want to base this month's goals on last month. I was just saying, let's compare it to last year.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great idea. So let me see. So last January as a team, we had, if I could see this, hold on, I gotta blow it up because I'm blind as a bat right now. In 2017, we had 25,000. Oh wait, that was 2017, right? So in 2017 we had 25,294, and then in 2018 we had 22,890.
Well, get back up to 17. At least put it at 25,000. That's a good high average. I mean,
That's what I was going to say, 25.
Me too. I was thinking the same. Okay, so we'll do 25,000 as our team goal. What about recruiting goals? What do you think we should aim for as a team? Last year we had 9.
Oh, see, I was going to say let's go for 5, but
Let's do 5. That sounds good.
so there's 9 recruits last year. So this January's 5 recruits.
That's what we're going for. Each of us recruit one person, and then we got to and we already have Judy. Judy joined today Judy joined with Amy.
So now we all have to go.
So we only need 4 more.
Pressure's on, ladies. You're one. You got on the call tonight. Sucks to be you. Okay, let's share. Why don't we do personal goals? That way we have like a little accountability with each other here.
I was going to ask too. I was going to say, so what's everyone's monthly goal?
See, there we go. Ha. Go ahead, Karen. You started off.
Well, I was gonna suggest monthly goal. Ugh. I'm gonna shoot for 3,000 this month.
You're low. You had more than that last month, and last month was harder than this month.
Well, last month my goal was 2,500.
Well,
I gotta
tell her she needs to up it. Did you tell her she needs to up it last month?
I did.
There's a
45 last month, and last month is a sucky month to get bookings. So if you had 45, oh my God, you could totally do like 7,000 this
Well,
month.
see, there's a method to my madness. If I set it at 3,000, once I hit it, then I send the text to Jill and say, "Oh my God, I'm almost at my goal. What should my next level be?" And then she's like, "Go for the gusto. Go for 3,000." Okay. So then I go for 3,000, and I'm getting there. I'm there. Woohoo! I'm just over it. Now what? It's like, okay, I got to go for 4,500.
So Jill, you're her backbone. She has to hit. Remember, she told us she needed 7,200 to hit excellence, or elite. That's what she said to us.
Yes.
Sorry, you opened up the numbers, girl. We're on you now.
Yeah, but psychologically, the psyche,
Yeah.
when I hit those lower numbers, it drives me to even just double it and triple it and things like that. So it's a whole psychological psyche.
Well, it works, girl. All right, how about recruits for you, Care?
Oh, schmuck. I'm shooting for
10,
one.
20,
I have
30.
one on the fence. I'm going to try my recruiting skills this weekend in my home show. We'll see how it goes.
So is that a 1 or a 10?
No. I don't know. I suck.
Watch a video. Look up Sharon Zellen, watch her video, and then just copy what she says. It's really pretty.
Yeah. It's like I should have like little cue cards. So
You
hi,
can.
let me see here. Do you like quick cookers? Great. So how would you like to earn one? I'd be like total just.
What I would do is play a game with everybody and say, okay, I know we're a bunch of women and we're a bunch of nose boxes in this room. So I know you have questions about why I do this business and what do I get out of it. So Open forum, what questions you have, and give tickets to give a prize. And then say the more questions you ask, I'll dish out whatever you want. And then you could always do, like, when I get 10 questions, I'll give a $5 item for free. Well, if you ask me 30 questions, I'm going to give a $10 item, And then that way, the more that they're asking, whoever in that room is asking and asking and asking and asking, they're your recruit.
I don't care. It's mine. See, I thought about bribery. Say, how would you like to put this along with your kit credit towards your, Pampered Chef kit?
And what I would do, though, is you could give them fake money and tell them that you, like, if you want to do like a $20 bill or something, you get $20 off once you qualify. Remember, you always want to have that follow.
Well, I know.
Giving money out.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, everybody's going to book with you and just say they're going to join to get your money.
So if they initially join, I get my 3,000 points, don't I?
Nope, they have to qualify. So you always want them to qualify.
I know. I'm just being a stupid about it.
Oh, whatever. Okay. All right. Well,
anyway, so I'm going for one. I have one.
I put you for 2. Because I know you like those numbers. So you'll be good. You'll double it. All right, Jill, you're up, girlie. What are your numbers? What's your goal?
Oh, well, I think for sales, I'm going to shoot for 2,000. Hopefully.
Go 2,500, Jill. 2,500.
I don't know. I only have 4 parties.
Nice. That's 12.
I know. I have 2 cooking shows and 2 virtuals, so I'm hoping.
Listen, girlfriend, it's the 9th. You have how many more days yet to book more parties? You have 15 more days. No,
and you have the chance of each of those parties going to $1,000. That's
or more.
Or more.
Yeah. My parties don't average that much.
They will. They will. Know your products. Trust me. Nobody starts off with $1,000 parties. Everybody starts off, and as time goes, you become so much more knowledgeable, and before you know it, all your parties are hitting $1,000 or a majority. And then you'll have those couple that don't qualify or hit 200, but you'll hit a lot more consistency of over $1,000 shows. Trust me.
Yeah.
All right. How about your recruiting number this month?
Oh dear. I'm like Carrie, I suck at recruiting. I have
You don't
one
suck.
person.
It's a developing skill.
It is. I have one person that has thought about it, but doesn't want to do it right now. She just held a party for me. So she's one that I'll keep on my radar. Not sure I can get her to do it this month, but I'm thinking for my future. I would love to get one recruit.
One?
Sounds
good. I will tell you, when you get one, a lot of times it will entice you to go after somebody else then and get more, because then you're so excited. You'll be on adrenaline and motivation. So
yeah.
Absolutely. And the idea of the team, like think about how we've all became friends from doing this. So you're building relationships with people you want to work with. So it's going to be a benefit to you when people join, and it's going to be a benefit to them because you're building friendships. All right, Connie, you're up.
Well, because I want to earn Disney, I pretty much set myself at I want to hit $5,000 every month so I can hit Disney. But trust me, I am nowhere near it for January. But
it's the 9th. That means get on the horn one day and spend 1 hour and do a booking blitz.
Well, I did. I have one party that I closed tonight. I have 2 more scheduled. So today I sat down and I messaged 12 people. I got 1 no, 1 maybe. So I didn't get the answers from the others yet. So, I said to Scott, I'm like, listen, my goal is 8 parties a month. I said, I got 3. I need 5 more by the end of the month.
Yeah, that's right. Because if you don't, I'm coming to your house and whooping your ass. No, I'm still because I'm holding you to it this year. Because let me tell you, your sales this year were, oh shoot, I thought I printed that out for you too. Your sales this year, you had like over 15,000, I think too. Well, yeah, because you had your career sales. Mm-hmm. So you were, So for the year at a glance, you had $15,379.05. So yeah, you could definitely, 8 shows, you're not allowed anymore. You're with me too long in this business to actually do less than 8 shows now. So just I'm upping it because I want you to earn Disney, and you are perfectly capable of doing this. And then we'll get you some recruiting points. So what's your recruiting number?
Well, my recruiting is I want to start with 1 a month, hopefully.
Yeah, that's great, because really if you work and you really help that person, if you want to do 1 a month, that means you're going to have 12 at the end of the year, which is 36,000 points on your trip. You know what I mean? So when you look at the perspective, you're like, wait, 1 person? If you talk to how many people, and like I said, there's so many different things. Every month, use that promotion. Awesome. Okay. So my goal is 6,000 because I need that to stay where I'm at with my levels. So I need 6,000, but I am in the same boat as all of you, just so you all know. So my little hiney, well, no, actually it's a big hiney, but that's besides the point. I've been slacking because I cannot get motivated since Christmas. So it's like, oh shoot, I gotta set up the host back. It's the party's in 2 weeks and it's a home show. What am I doing? So, needless to say, I got some work cut out. So Saturday morning, I'm doing a booking blitz for myself and messaging all my fall customers that I had starting in September and going through to try to play catch up on anybody I didn't talk to. So, and then that way I wanted to try to get some new clientele also. And my recruiting this month is 3 is what my goal is. And I'll tell you why. I got an email to do the Lead Plus program, and I signed up for it, and I have to recruit at least 2 people every month, or I get kicked out of the program. So we'll see. I'm like, it is what it is. If I get kicked out, it'll be the first time I got kicked out of something, but whatever. Whatever.
Well, then you just keep climbing back up to the top of that mountain.
It is what it is. I'm like, I look like a hot mess. If people want to party with me, I'm sure they'll join my team looking like that too. Yeah. All right. So awesome. All right. So what other things, girls? Any other questions or things we want to chat about?
Not right off the bat.
No. So what do you want me to do? What should we do for Tip Tuesday? So you girls are on the calls every week. So here's what my thinking is, because I want to base this on a team effort, not a Vanessa Boyle's in charge of the team effort. So would you ladies be interested in rotating our Tip Tuesdays? That way people hear from different people. We hear from each other, And then as you get team members, they're going to see you in the leadership roles. So I'm like, if we start it consistently now, like we could sign up ahead of time for which week we're doing. So I thought maybe what we could do is the 4 of us, and then we'll see if anybody else is interested in joining this, like a leadership group, I was thinking. We'll do like maybe a leadership call once a month. We'll map out the next set of trainings, who's doing Tip Tuesdays for like a month or 2 out. And then it would be more guided towards people that want to move towards leadership. And then we're all doing the calls. Everybody's taking turns running them. What do you think?
I don't think it's a bad idea.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah, you girls, I mean, you all are so knowledgeable. You have great ideas. Everybody on our team does. Like, so I'm like, it gets old and redundant to hear from me, and I want to hear what you girls are doing. Because, like, Carrie, when you were talking about that whole business page thing, yeah, I'm working on that now. So I'm like, I love it. So, you know, we all bring fresh ideas, and I think it's important for us all to share the thoughts that we have. And we're all at different networks of people we see and different dynamics and all over different places where we live. So I just think we have a lot to bring to the table if we all take turns doing the calls.
Oh, just something that came to mind. When you went live the other day with the kids doing the little interview, you had Pampered Chef up on your dang screen again. How do
Don't
you
ask her. She has no idea.
Okay. So I feel like a loser. I did that a year ago, and I cannot find how the heck I did it because I've been trying to change it, and I don't know how. And now I have another one that says the same Pampered Chef, but now it says Mary something. Like it's some lady's name on it now for me. I don't know what I did, and I can't figure it out. And I YouTubed it. Well, when I YouTubed it, it was telling me the steps. So like you could go on YouTube. I didn't get to watch all the videos on YouTube. But when I went on, it was telling me to do stuff that I don't have settings for on my phone or on my computer, so I have no idea how I did it.
Oh, well, the reason why I asked is because everyone knows how Carrie hates going live, yada, yada, yada. And when I was watching the little video, I noticed I kept looking at that. And I was like, well, if I keep looking up at that and reading Pampered Chef, I mean, I know it says Pampered Chef, but I kept looking at it saying Pampered Chef. I was thinking, think of all the people, if I do that, would be looking at Pampered Chef and not be looking at me.
Well, that would be an incentive for you to go live. Oh, wait, I got to write that down on your goal sheet, too. Go live daily. No, I'm just kidding.
I did it that one time.
Yes, you did. But yes, you definitely.
I gotta just start listening. Less talk, more listen.
You can do this. Go live.
Yeah.
And even ask people, like, do a poll. What do you guys want to see me do live? Cook a meal, demo a product, or start off small. Just demo something for 2 minutes and get your feet wet. Demo something, a couple times in a row. Do a couple minutes, and then just keep growing. It gets addicting, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of got out of it. I used to do it pretty regularly. I got to get back into it.
Well,
New you, Miss $5,000 girl.
My husband is like yours, Connie. He wants to get on. He's like, do you need me to do a demo? Do you want to record me? I can throw something together. You just tell me what you want and record it, and
let him do it, because you'd be surprised. Did I tell you the story? He went to the oral surgeon, and they're like, "Oh, you're Mr. Pampered Chef."
Yeah, you were saying that when we were there for Christmas. That's hilarious.
I love it. No, we need girls. We need team shirts. We need some updated shirts. Don't you think?
Okay.
Yes.
So I have a guy that does them, and they're $6. Anybody can do them cheaper?
No.
Okay. So then we need to come up with some good ideas. So browse through the internet, look for some fun sayings. We'll do like a Pampered Chef logo, but I can ship them to wherever, and it's cheap because they're lightweight shirts. They're really comfortable, but he does them for $6.
Cool.
So I'm like, because I wear them out and about all the time. So I'm like, then that way it draws more attention. So then you're like, people are like, oh my God, I love Pampered Chef.
Oh.
All right, girls. Well, I guess that's it for tonight. And then, what's your Sunday look like, ladies?
I work.
I got 4.
I'm around.
I didn't hear any of that. It's all mumbled. What?
I'm usually around on Sundays.
Okay, that was Jill. Connie?
Are we talking?
I just wanted to do the call to see if we want to do like a little leadership one, and we can map out the rest of January and February for Tip Tuesdays.
Are we talking about this Sunday?
Yeah.
What time, your guys' time? Because I have 4-H from 5 to 7, your guys' time.
We could do in the evening sometime. Oh, Connie, what time do you work?
I think I go in at 6, so I work 6P to 6A.
What about the morning for you, for everybody? Does the morning work better?
Sunday morning? Yeah, morning should be fine because I plan on coming back from my long Pampered Chef trip Saturday night. So.
What about you, Connie? What time do you get up for work?
Well, it depends because I usually go to bed 9:30, 10 o'clock and sleep till around 3.
And Jill, what time are you up? You have kids. What am I talking about?
I'm always up.
You don't sleep. Yeah.
I know. I don't need sleep.
What day are you off next week, Connie?
Next week, this is my long weekend, so I finish Monday morning and then I'm off the rest of the week.
So what about Monday night? What are you doing Monday night, girls?
Monday night, I'm good, I think.
I'm good Monday night.
Should we aim for Monday night? We can map out what we think for calls, what do people need? Because I recorded and put it on the thing anyway. So even no matter if people aren't there, I know a lot of people watch it because I can see who views it afterwards on the Zoom calls. So a lot of our team does go back and watch the videos. So why don't we aim for Monday? Don't let me forget that too. I always say this and I write it down. I have 9 post-it notes and I still forget stuff. So what time is good? Should we do like 8:30?
Yeah, that's good for me.
Like what, maybe a half an hour?
Yeah.
Okay. So Monday, 8:30 p.m.?
Yeah.
6:30 my time, that works.
Yeah, so if we do that, then that way it won't take long. We'll just map out what time, or each Tuesday, each date, and then we'll pick what we want to discuss, and then that way we have it mapped out to the end of February, and then we'll do a call in February, and we can map out March and April.
Okay.
Okay. All right, girls. Well, have a great night.
All right, you too. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Jill. Bye,
Bye.
guys. Bye, Vanessa.
Bye-bye.